evento, domingo, dia 19 de maio, evento D.O.M Music. O organizador está aqui, David Lester. Tá? David é americano, de Chicago, mas mora no Rio há 8 anos. Ele acredita no Rio, ele ama o Rio. Dá até vergonha, porque às vezes eu quero pegar a mala e ir embora. E ele é uma pessoa que não permite que nós falemos mal do Rio, perto dele. E ele tem a casa Cool Beans. Se vocês puderem seguir no Instagram, é uma casa linda em Santa Teresa. E 8 anos aqui, David falou, peraí, eu tenho que fazer alguma coisa ligada a house music, eu tenho que fazer alguma coisa pelo Rio nesse momento cavernoso que estamos vivendo. E ele botou, né, a cara a tapa e montou o evento D.O.M Music. Na verdade, o dom é para cada um mostrar o seu dom. Nesse evento, que é muito importante enfatizar, é que ele abre uma oportunidade para novos talentos da dança local para terem acesso a um palco como o Circo Voador. Então, no domingo, nós teremos, inclusive, artistas de rua tendo uma curadoria coreográfica de Carlton Wilborn, que não pôde estar aqui. Tá de ressaca, falo mesmo. Tomou caipirinha, que todo mundo caipirinha, yes, isn't it? Todo mundo. Então, esse grupo tá com a curadoria do Carlton. Imagina você, artista de rua, dançando no metrô. Rodolfo, inclusive, deu contato e vai lá dançar no Circo Voador, foi selecionado. Essa é a energia que envolve o evento. De progredir, é que eu estou explicando do evento, não estou enrolando não, estou explicando o evento. Nós teremos esses dançarinos e teremos, gente, o pessoal tem que falar, quem vem com esse som picotando amoroso, José Xtravaganza. José também está no evento, então toda aquela cultura vogue, eu não posso fazer porque eu estou com tendinite, tá lá, e José vem. Então, depois de Girly Show, os 3 estão juntos aqui. Então, José, o Carlton e a Niki. Não tem como não falar da Madame X, né? Ela que é a razão da gente aqui. E nós teremos a presença da nossa querida Joi. Eu liguei para ela, Joi, você pode vir para esse evento? É no Rio, eu estou indo agora. Ela ama o Rio. Se falar português com ela devagar, ela entende. Você leu lá, banheiro, já falei, é lá. E aí a gente pede para que vocês acessem a página do nosso Instagram. Tem tudo lá, tem as músicas da Joi. E para fazer algumas perguntas para você, Joi, a gente conversa what are you expecting for this event? Because you came because of the dancers, the opportunity that David is investing in Rio, investing in new talent. What are you feeling to be part of it?
Vocês entenderam?
Sim.
Entenderam, né? Então sai daí.
Get out of my way.
I mean, of course, first of all, I came because of Carla. Carla is a good friend for many years and has always made me feel very welcome. You know, whether we were in the United States or here in Brazil. The project is important to me because as I'm transitioning out of music, I'm doing community work as well. So I know how important it is for our children, for our not the 10% or the 1% that always gets chosen because they're seen, but the 90%, the 99% that never get the opportunity to be in places that can step them up to put them in the world. And the same way, you know, Madonna's dances or even the houses of Xtravaganza, and where that came from the streets, it's the same base. You know, we all come from the city, the streets, and then grow into the world, and I want to be a part of that here and anywhere that people are doing positive things.
Really nice. After you're gonna talk a little bit, okay, David? You will. And what it's really amazing is how you, with your career in house music, we have some of your fans here, and how you are connected. And porque ela está fazendo um trabalho social maravilhoso lá, ela mora em West Palm Beach e ela ensina yoga para crianças carentes. E ela está na indústria há muito tempo. Quem é muito fã de house music vai conhecê-la. E ela parou esse tempo para poder vir aqui também. Parou um pouco a carreira dela lá para ficar esse tempo todo, ela ficar 10 dias com a gente. Porque lá na Casa Cubins, o que está acontecendo também é a criação dessa nova música da Niki, né? Então tem um acampamento criativo lá. A Casa Cubins também faz isso. Pega um artista, coloca um colaborativo de criação e faz a música lá, né? Joi talvez volte para esse também, se Deus quiser. E eu já, tudo bem, estão me olhando, eu não sou a Hebe, né? Eu tô aqui achando que o programa é meu, eu tô me sentindo, até cruzei a perna. E aí a produção já tá me olhando. Niki já foi ao banheiro, né? Niki, você não veio, ok?
Everything came out all right.
Eu acho que nem precisa, acho que eu vou continuar aqui. E vamos continuar com as perguntas? Então, acho que pode ficar Niki e Joi aqui, faz o bate-bola. Fica aqui, porque todo mundo está entendendo. Sai daí, Wagner, querida. Não,
Então vamos continuar com as perguntas e agora tá valendo não só para Niki, mas também para Joi ou para o David, tá bom?
Não, você vai falar no encerramento final, mas vai falar sim.
I have two questions. One, I don't know how to say. Thinking about when you were dancing and singing with Madonna as a backing vocal and dancer, I remember that you did the choreography to Holiday in the show.
Yeah.
Is that?
You know, it's funny you say this. No, go, let him ask the question.
And also remembering Rosa Beach in Barcelona when you could hear your voice louder than hers and Donna. And when you call my name, it's like a little breath. What I mean, what comes to my mind is that it's too bossy. It's too bossy. Madonna is too bossy. Like when someone makes a mistake, or she makes herself, she does a mistake, or she tries to. No. Also, okay. And the other question is, what do you think now that backing vocals are gone from stage with the main singers, and also in music, like they have a lot of layers of the same voice of the main singer, the proper singer. The backing vocals are gone. What do you think about this?
It's so funny that you mentioned the holiday version in the girly show, because it was a tribute. I don't know, has anybody seen Beyonce's Homecoming?
Yeah.
So this was just Madonna Holiday. This is what I did. It was my tribute to the HBCUs. It was, historically black universities, and I did all the holiday. All of this was in '93. We were doing this. So I think, once again, Madonna was visionary to let me do this. She did not have to let me do this. And it was a risk. I said, I want to take this stuff, I want to make it as funky as possible, and she agreed. So I think, do I say she was bossy? No, I think she knew exactly when to push, when not to push, when to push the envelope, when not to push, because once again, so many artists are just repeating what she did already, including herself. Did you want to
Translate? No.
Everybody understand? Right?
Yeah.
Oh, backing vocals. Okay. So, as far as the backing vocals thing goes, I think we talked about pendulum swinging.
Yes.
And I think, just as I come from an era where we didn't fly, we call it flying the vocals in. You sang that entire track, right? And then you sang that harmony part again. And then you sang the entire track. And now they can just fly. You can sing one little bit and they can just computer put it in. Or they can make you sound like something else, or they don't even use it all. They use the lead singer and she just quadruples it over herself and it sounds like background singers, but not really. It's more AI sounding, right? But I think the pendulum will swing back. I think, and here's the thing, if the audience demand it, I think it's also the reason why certain... Thank you. I don't know, who knows, maybe I'll be too old by then. Maybe me, her, and Donna will be sitting in rocking chairs, you know. Holiday, just on the front porch. It'll just be a front porch with like, you know, who knows. If we took a holiday, just so fucking tired, oh boy. Who knows? No, but I think the pendulum will swing back, and I think that's why it is so, the heart feels up. When she strip it down, take some of that stuff away. You don't need 19 dancers around you all the time. So I think the audience looks forward to just stand there, beautiful vocal, let us just be with you, and it's more intimate. This is what I believe.
Hi, first of all, my name is Wagner. I'm a big Madonna's fan.
Yes, you are.
Since 1989, like a prayer. So it's a dream come true to meet you in person. And I want to ask you if we have opportunity to join you guys together again, Madonna and Donna and all the dancers. What do you think?
Not all the dancers.
No. Oh, I'm sorry about Gabriel. What do you think? And another thing, my birthday.
I think the bodies have just changed. I don't think the dancers can do what they did. I mean, maybe Donna and I can still sing, but you know, the dancers just can't dance that way anymore. It's just, I mean, maybe a few of them can do a few things, but you know, Madonna would never do this. So I don't think. And who knows? This is the other thing I think. But this is my own personal belief. Did you remember? So people saw the Beyonce concert.
Yeah.
And trust me, I was no big Beyonce fan. But I thought there was something very, very special about her honoring every phase of her career. And when she brought Destiny's Child out with her, this was a beautiful moment. And it was way of her honoring, like this was a color that I painted with, and it helped me be the person I am today. You know, she honored her sister. But I think that's what happens too when you really believe in who you are. You can share the stage with anybody, because she's still Queen Bee. You know, so who knows?
Hi, Niki. I want to say about ageism, that we say a woman can sing when they are 60, like Madonna, like she says. The ageism. What do you think about it?
Ageism.
About age.
Ageism.
I think it's probably one of the few. I think that besides body shaming, ageism is probably one of the still accepted prejudice in the world. I think it's unfortunate, but I hope one day it changes. I think women do it to each other. I think men do it to each other. I think the gay community does it to itself all the time. I think body shaming each other is so not cool. And so it's still something that all of us have to learn. We have to be more gentle with ourselves, so that we can be gentle with each other. I have a daughter. I don't want people body shaming her. I don't want her to worry about ageism or whatever. And so, do I feel it? Of course. But I thank God that I can sing jazz. I'm singing music, jazz music, spiritual music. These are music that they respect you more as you get older. Pop music don't respect you as you get older. But we have to demand that as an audience. And unfortunately, it's because I believe as we get older, sometimes pop music doesn't continue to speak to us and to our souls. So we evolve past pop music. So what happens is the artists have to stay young. But artists that are aging end up trying to stay young, as opposed to pulling the music up with them. You know, and this is really our mandate, our command is pull people up with you, as opposed to feeling you need to stay back, go back with them.
That's what happened.
A few years ago, a documentary movie called Strike a Pose told a little bit about the life of the dancers after Blonde Ambition. I'd like how that movie touched you. How was to you to revisit those images, those stories? What was the feeling for you, especially as a part of that story? How did that reach you?
Well, two sides. I thought it was very, very respectful to let people in on the story, to let people see it's not all so fun to be 19, 18 years old, have this power of fame thrown at you and then gone. This is difficult. You know, this is why most people win the lottery and then they lose it because they don't know how to handle all this all of a sudden. I think what the movie really missed is that AIDS, HIV did not just happen to men. I forget, it was happening to women as well. Lots of my girlfriends died, and that HIV is #1 killer of black women in America. Still. And people need to know this. It's spreading. And it's because people don't talk about it. So this is the part that I think they missed. That as AIDS, you know, was the gravity of that was hitting the gay community, it was also hitting black community really, really badly. Very, very badly. Because we also had crack being ravishing our neighborhoods at the same time. So, great movie, great ideas, but so much more information that we could have put in there. Yeah, thank you.
Hi, just wanted to say I'm a big fan of you. Very blessed to be here with you.
Yes, we are blessed.
Looking back at your career now, would you do anything differently, or would you change something, or do you have any regrets? How would you summary your career path now? Thank you.
My career, my summary would, it ain't over.
So no summary yet. No summary. I say, but do I have regrets? More babies. I wish I had more babies. I started later. No, not many though. No. I wish, no. I wish I would have loved more. I wish there's moments I wish I've been more graceful in my words, that I could have been gentler to people. But you know, I'm just evolving. I'm a tree that's still growing, you know, and sometimes the leaves fall and they're brown. Sometimes someone pick a beautiful flower off of me. We're all just trees. Woo!
My real fan.
Hi Niki, my name is Joe. Yes, I really admire you. And the first song that I heard from you was Guess Who? Which
Someone.
it's beautiful. And then this Someone to Love, it's a powerful music. And how was it after becoming a singer? Record an album with your father, because he didn't really want you to be a singer.
Well, I mean, I'm a daddy's girl, so obviously to be able to play with him and make music and actually make product together was beautiful. I got to travel with him the last 10 years of his life. And what I realize is we forget these type of musicians, like your musicians, Carlos Liera here. These are national treasures that you must honor while they're here. You must. My father died 66. This is too young. It's too young. Carlos, 86. Thank God. I wish my father had lived this long. You know, he would still be here if he. Anyway, so that's, for me, it's like cherish the time. Cherish your amazing artists that you have. Honor them, because there's no guarantee that they're here tomorrow. And who knows who will paint with those kind of brushstrokes through music or whatever. It's like really, really take the time to, even if you do like dance music, make sure you go to the Blue Note. Go and see these amazing artists that of the shoulders who we stand on. Go support them. This is what I would ask.
Talking about your career, how does it happen to you that you're invited to sing with Snap?
I really, Penny Ford, who's now singing with them again, she was one of the original singers. She asked me to come to Germany because she couldn't do it. And she asked me just to come and fill in for a while. And that's really what happened. I did a couple songs. I was never trying to be in the group, but I ended up having a couple hits. And so, that's it. So,
I got lucky, thank you. Are we eating yet?
Hello, Jai. Hello, Niki.
He's the DJ who did the mix. He was the DJ.
A pleasure. Nice to you and you too. I will make a question of both answer, okay? And about the 90s, in the 90s dance music era, age. And Joi, you record your cycles of 8-ball records and the greatest house music label, and I'm a big fan. And Niki, you sing it with Jelly Bean, you Snap, and other producers. And it's very important for me. And I would like to talking about this age of dance music and want to share for us the experience of the working in this moment with.
In the 90s, you're saying that when we started with. Okay, so for me, being at 8-Ball Records, an independent label, actually started with me being on Sony with Little Louis, doing the Journey with the Lonely album. And that was Club Lonely, Save My Life, Do You Love Me, and a bunch of really lovely songs. So my dance music career started then, and when Louis went a little crazy, and I had to leave, the night the record went to #1, I quit the band, and that's another story. But when I walked away from that, I walked right into a scene that I didn't even really know existed because it really didn't exist. We were creating it at the time. So being in my 20s, having no idea what was going on and just hanging out in clubs and being around Louis Vega and Frankie Knuckles and Junior Vasquez and all of these major DJs was just as easy as me sitting here with you because we were all nobodies. So it was real easy to do. So everything that followed from that was just a part of musicians coming together, being creative, DJs supporting the artist, the labels supporting the artists, the DJs. We had a nice ecosystem of everyone supporting each other along with radio. So you had every component, the clubs, the DJs, the live vocalists, the musicians, all playing together and doing stuff like, a Giant Step, where you would have live music coming together and then playing in the club and then going, and just hang out all night. And that's really what it was for me. And hopefully we still can keep that feeling going by us being here and just having the dancers and having all that magic that used to exist so the new generation can feel how we felt and how we still feel and how we want to bring it.
I was not lucky enough to be in New York City during that time. I was working for this crazy woman, Madonna. But the reason I even ever got into dance music was because of those boys from that Blonde Ambition tour. As we traveled around the world, I ended up going from club to club to club to club, everywhere around the world, hanging out with them. And I realized we'd be on the dance floor and be just like, dum, 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 dum. Make up something, and I just, all of a sudden I was singing, all of a sudden I'm singing, you know. I'm like, oh, this is how easy it is to make a record? I can make a record like, you should make a dance record. And I'm like, I was into jazz. I didn't know. I like jazz music, and I was like, oh. And I sing pop music to make a living. But it was really them who inspired me and started going to Sound Factory and all these places where I was like, oh, this is a piece of, I could do this in my sleep. Beside the fact that dance music was the closest thing to like gospel music, gospel music. So that it had that same celebratory kind of feeling. So I was like, I love this music. Anyway, that's how it ended up for me.
I want to ask, your memories for being in Brazil for the first time was during the girl show you made.
Yeah, my memories were being. They remember? Oh yeah, my memories for me were, going to Jesus' feet and I'm actually at this big statue. This is amazing. Also. Oh no. I had never been or never remembered being in front of a crowd that big. And I remember they started jumping. Oh my God. They started jumping and I was like, it's going to break the stage. Because every time the back would jump, you feel it come up from underneath. And then, oh my God. And I was like, we're going to die. It's just too many. And it was crazy because they had one little line of security people. I'm like, all these people have to do is cough. All the security, it's stupid.
We were all there jumping. We were all there.
Yeah, when they did this, and I'd be on, we were on stage and literally we could feel the microphone. It's not me. Donna, is it you? No. I'm like, why is the stage doing it? It's coming from back there.
Tem mais alguma pergunta para a gente fechar aqui, gente? Não?
Muito obrigada a todos. O evento dia 19 de maio. E queria agradecer também a nossa assessora de imprensa, Adriana, que está dando uma força enorme.